It's been quite a while since I've done a video from the plot, and it doesn't mean that I haven't been doing anything. I've actually been pretty busy. I just haven't made a video. So I thought I would do a bit of an update now that we're kind of at the end of spring, going into summer, to show you what I'm up to. So let me show you around. So I can't even remember where I was at the last video I made, but here we go. Here's the purple potager area. Some of the beds are looking amazing. So in here I've got my garlic that I planted in spring, some broad beans, which just look really good. Loads of flowers on those. I think they're doing okay. These are some daisies which are got some nice buds on them, and then underneath the broad beans are strawberries. So I think they're probably doing okay. They're probably a bit too shaded, but I haven't grown them before. I don't want to use up too much space, so we'll see. These in here are shallots, which I think are doing quite well. I can see some growth there, and they're looking good. In this bed is one of the ones that's not looking so good. I'm going to do something with it in a minute. I need to give it a good weed. But I had sown some carrots, but actually germination was really poor. I think I've got maybe 2, and the rest is bindweed and some potatoes. So I'm going to give that a good weed in a minute and probably use it for some different potatoes again this year. I'm not sure. Here is my other garlic bed. This is the garlic that was all modules overwintered in the greenhouse. Needs another weed. I mean, the bindweed here is just insane. All my paths need weeding as well, but ignore that. Onions, these went in a little bit late, but I think are doing all right. And I've got some sunflowers there at the back, and this one has got a couple of sunflowers in, but the rest is weeds. So again, I might use this one for potatoes because I don't really trust the quality of the soil in here, and I think potatoes will probably do well for it. What else have I done? Well, I put up these like shelving racks for peas, and I put down cardboard here and some like no dig beds. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's worked that well. I forgot that I'd planted some potatoes under here last year that didn't actually do very well, and they just seem to be popping up everywhere. And then there's other weeds that have come through. Down here I do have some peas and sweet peas, but yeah, I need to give this a good weed and decide what to do with it. It's not really worked out the way I wanted to. But saying that, this is new. I'm pretty sure I didn't do a video on this before. If I did, I might have just got the palette collars. Thing is, I did film some stuff and just didn't end up doing anything with it because I was only doing a little bit each time. But essentially, I have some new raised beds. I found these pallet collars quite cheap online and decided to cover this area. Oh, I almost tripped over there, and fill them up. So I've got some compost delivered at the end there, gave them all a lick of paint, and I filled them up, and I'm really chuffed with them. And this is all wood chip that's free, so I've got like a membrane down underneath, got some free wood chip. I'm really happy with that. I got 2 others here as well. I think I'm going to use one of these just purely for sunflowers, and one of them was from a next door plot neighbour, and it's got this like cold frame lid on it, which is probably not necessary right now, but will be really helpful for next year. And then what else have we got? Over here we've got these are Charlotte potatoes, so second earlies, which seem to be doing really well. And I did start digging this area out to put some more potatoes. Then I actually realised that over here, this is an area I didn't touch last year, there's quite a few raspberry plants, so I've decided to stop halfway, leave this area so that I can just use these raspberries. They're quite small. I don't know if they're meant to be that small, but we'll see. So I'll put some potatoes in here, main crop, a little bit late, but there we go, and over in the other area as well. Anyone know what this is? I've got no idea. so I'm leaving it. And then over here, I've just got some other berries. I have a gooseberry, a red currant, and a blackberry. The weeds like it around here, so yeah, so that's how we're doing at the minute. And then there's plenty going on in the greenhouse too. I ended up having to resow a lot of the tomatoes and chilies that I did earlier in the year, like when I videoed it, because they just didn't really work. But I will show you what we've got now. So this is the current state of the tomatoes. They need potting on. I mean, I've got some left in propagators over there, which I might try something with, but they were leftovers. So I've got quite a few varieties here and some chilies. They're a bit behind, but I'm hoping that they'll catch up. I just can't decide whether I'm going to leave some in here in grow bags, put some in the polytunnel, which is over there, but it's in desperate need of repair, and I'm not sure if I'll get that done in time. I might put some out in my beds. And then over here, got a few bits that are ready to go out. So I've got some courgettes. I had some broccoli and cabbage that didn't do well. Bindweed in here, but whatever. Leeks. I don't think they're ready to go out. More sunflowers. Some of these big ones are Mongolian giants. They should get to about 14 foot apparently. Some Brussels and some broccoli that desperately needs pricking out. I'm just not very good at the pricking out bit. I said some more broccoli there. Got some lettuce, more sunflowers, some sweet peas, and some dahlias. Dahlias, I always do this. That one at the back is my best one so far. That's a cafe au lait. This is still so tiny, but it's showing life. And then some under here as well, which is doing well. So I'm going to pop some of those out at the weekend. The other job that we did was put one of these auto openers onto the window of the greenhouse, which actually I bought maybe this time last year, maybe a little bit earlier than that, and never got around to doing. And you know what, it's an absolute lifesaver. I mean, I had to keep the greenhouse door open at this time of year, and I've got this little thing because there's foxes around. But gosh, I think it's made such a difference to my plants in my greenhouse already, that they're just not absolutely dying. I need to put some screening up here when the tomatoes go out as well, but that is a job for another day. Still lots to do, but it's absolutely glorious at the moment. I'm just here after work. It's about a 15-20 minute walk. Let me just show you the polytunnel quickly, because I think this is a job I ought to have done. If I can open it, let's give you a little peek. Yeah, it feels a bit like Jumanji in here at the minute. I need to basically cut down all these thistles and nettles and bindweed and cover it all with a membrane in here, and just use it for tomatoes in grow bags. That's the plan anyway, but I have got the greenhouse and I've got some other things, so we'll lock that up for now and ignore it. So yeah, that is the whistle stop tour of the plot. This weekend I'm going to a big garden show in Kent, and I plan to get some perennials and bits and bobs to put in some of those beds, as well as any veg plants that haven't worked out for me. There's no shame in buying garden centre / garden show plants that have already been made. If something doesn't work for you in the greenhouse, if it doesn't come from seed, it's fine, don't worry about it. I've done quite a lot from seed. I'm probably going to get all my brassica from there, and maybe some more peas and stuff. The only other thing I need to get in is I'm going to resow some carrots, some parsnips if it's not too late. Don't know, just going to give it a go. Yeah, but it's absolutely beautiful. I'm here after work. It's about, what's the time? It's 7:10, and it's just bloody lovely. So welcome back, and I will aim to keep you updated throughout the summer as things progress. I'm just leaving the plot now, and I think I'd already said goodbye in another video, but whatever. I managed to get some of my King Edwards in there, which I'm dead chuffed with, and gave my other potatoes a water, and now it's to say goodbye for the evening. Doesn't this weather just make you feel so much better? There's nothing like coming to the plot, having a potter around in the sun. It's not too hot, it's quiet, the birds are singing, I can play an audio book or something, and it's just dead relaxing. So yeah, feeling good. Anyway, I will promise to keep more updated over the summer, because exciting things are starting to happen. See you later, bye.